Somebody was telling me, "Do you even have any idea what addiction is?" Uh, and I said, "Yeah, I have some idea." And they spouted off, "No, you don't. You don't realize you got a fucking problem right now." I'm like, oh, okay. Here, let me just give you an example of how much I know about addiction. Just one, all right? In this example, read the labels of every product that you see at a grocery store. I read labels that said that had alcohol on it, and I bought that. I had others buy it, and because it was just an ingredient, I said, "Well, isn't that what you use to make some kind of sweet cake or something, cookies?" And that ingredient you use to make in some of my favorite foods I like to eat. They're like, "Oh, okay." They didn't think nothing of it. I got busted drinking vanilla extract. They didn't try and stop me drinking it either. They just kept on walking right by. But I'm being told I still have a problem right now. And I think that problem is because I'm not trying to be helping someone else stay drunk or stay high anymore. But yeah, I obviously I don't know nothing about having an addiction to alcohol. I just don't. And yet I was busted drinking vanilla extract. I didn't know how to stop it. I didn't. Treatment wasn't helping. And one day I found a manosphere. Said if I can't stop my addiction, maybe these guys can help me control it. Then other stuff started to sink in, and we're like, you know what? Everything else is making sense of why this and how that. I should see what my level is among the manosphere. Did I come into this place wanting to seek fortune and fame? Part of me did, honestly. Yeah, part of me did. But the most part is like, hey, I mean, nobody cares about me but me. Everyone else just wants to point the finger, point out my addictions, point out my faults and wrongs and all that. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm stuck to myself. You know, each and every time I walk into that bathroom, that mirror right there, I'm forced to look at the reflection in the mirror. Nobody else is forced to see me. I'm not forced to see anybody that I don't want to see. And yet, there are going to be people like that. It's like, oh, you're going to see me. Yeah. Like, okay. And that's considered grape in certain countries. And it's most definitely considered grape if you're a man trying to force a woman to see you. I mean, not naked, but just constantly. Yeah, you're gonna see me just because I know you don't like seeing me. That type of attitude. But yeah, I mean, I think it's beautiful that people think I don't think I have an addiction, and yet, I mean, people that are talking like this to me now are all the ones that I used to drink with, used to do drugs with. They're losing out on all the people that helped funded their addiction. I was already trying to quit smoking weed before my ex left. Well, before I kicked her out. That was part of the reason why she was getting mad at me, is because I was wanting to quit doing that shit and save money for, you know, other lives that were coming into my world that she was just using to get more money out of me. And instead of doing the DNA test, she chose to fucking move out of state and make it look like I was being abusive. But, yeah, I smile at this because, you know, I get served in child support papers, and I'm like, well, for all the people who told me I was just being childish, didn't want to grow up, always playing video games. See, I didn't even ask her first. It was the enrollment lady. Well, not the enrollment lady, but the DNA testing lady said, this is what's got to happen before them kids get enrolled. She asked. I didn't. I just simply asked, hey, can I get my kids enrolled? She's like, yeah, I just got to talk to the mom first. She's like, all right, here. Well, as soon as she heard that DNA test, she hung up. But I'm the one being childish, still playing video games. I'm not literally trying to ruin someone else's life just because I'm refusing to, say, hey, this is my honesty. Here, boom, take this DNA test. I want you to know I've always been honest with you. But instead, she chose to be childish, move out of state on some false BS just to prevent me from trying to get anything out of her for, peacefully cooperating with me as a grown man. But, my mom tried shaming me about it. That didn't work out too well for her. Because I brought up interesting facts about her past that made her shut up and leave me the fuck alone. At this point, I don't even call her mom anymore. because she just proved to me that I was just used. And she even hoped I died after I turned 18, because when I got part of my tribal 18 monies for her to get a place with her husband that they couldn't get on their own, I said, hey, you guys treated me like garbage for the time I was living with you. You weren't trying to treat me like family. If anything, you were trying to treat me like how you and your older sister treated my dad. Get back, just because he rejected you two and wanted the middle sister. I don't know what else to fucking do except, hey, yeah, I do understand addiction. I have been busted drinking vanilla extract. I It was so fucking bad. I was drinking hand sanitizer at one point. And people want to tell me I had no idea about addiction.